Good evening. It's Tuesday, the 27th of January 2015. My name is Michael Paul. We're here on the vBrownbag EMEA podcast. This evening we have Kaido Kibin with us, who's going to be talking all about FlowGrab, which for the uninitiated is a community-focused project around providing functionality akin to GitHub, but for vCO, or shall I say VRO workflows. But I shall leave it up to Kaido to talk through it and explain all the benefits of it. Over to you, Kaido.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kaido Kibin, and I would like to talk about stuff around VMware Orchestrator, or new name VMware vRealize Orchestrator. So first of all, I'm the big fan of automation. So as the title also says, that I think that everything can be orchestrated and you should go for it. And today I would like to introduce you some solutions that we have done around VMware Orchestrator and what tools we can provide to make other Orchestrator fans' life easier. So very quickly, I would go through about us, who we are and what we do. Then very brief recap or introduction what the vRealize Orchestrator is. Then I would like to give some automation examples about solutions that we have created based on the Orchestrator, just to demonstrate you or show you how powerful the Orchestrator is. A little bit about lessons learned. We have dealt with orchestration already a couple of years and what we have learned so far. And finally, I would like to introduce a new solution or service called FlowGrab that should make all vCO or VRO fans' life much easier than it has been until today. So quickly about us, our company has been VMware partner already from 2006. So we are quite familiar with the different VMware products and offerings. Our company started also as VMware training company, vCO, starting from 2007. And from the same year, I am personally certified VMware instructor, and I have done quite a lot of different VMware trainings. Also, some of them around automation. Our company has done business around VMware Orchestrator since 2012, meaning that it's already third year. We are very actively dealing with VRO. And in last year, in Q3, we launched a new service called FlowGrab, which is the code versioning repository for VMware vRealize Orchestrator. And it was launched by the VMware in US, so it was in the end of August last year. So very quickly, what is the vRealize Orchestrator? Some of you probably, or many of you probably remember the name vCO. The previous name was vCenter Orchestrator, but VMware marketing department has done good job, and now the new product name is vRealize Orchestrator, or VRO. And very quickly, the Orchestrator is the tool, automation tool, which allows you to automate your business critical tasks. It allows you to use graphical user interface to basically track and drop various automation components available into the workflows, and allows you to execute those workflows. Those components are, for example, decision points, custom scripts, loops, user interaction elements, and so on. So it has lots of ready building blocks that you can assemble together into very powerful workflows. vRealize Orchestrator simplifies automation of very complex IT tasks. It can be integrated with various external systems or environments, for example, vSphere or vCloud. It has lots of plugins to different third-party solutions like Cisco Blade systems, F5 firewalls, load balancers, storage arrays from different vendors, and it has lots of plugins for different VMware products as well. So VRO allows you to orchestrate and automate lots of components in your data center, and it can be the central automation engine that manipulates everything inside your environment. And it also has API, rich API, which allows to manipulate Orchestrator itself from external systems. So the VRO can be triggered from some external systems like ticketing system or help desk applications, and it can then manipulate multiple components in your environments. And next, I would like to give some real-life examples what our company has done with VRO. So to give you just an idea how powerful the VRO is and what can be done with it. So, for example, many of us probably have dealt with kind of storage migration in vSphere environment. When you migrate data store LANs between different vSphere environments, and if the data store LAN contains tens or sometimes even hundreds of virtual machines, and you introduce that data store to new vSphere environment, you need to register those virtual machines from those data stores. And it's quite, if you do it manually, it's quite complex task. You need to click around a lot in vSphere clients to register all those offline virtual machines there. But this quite complex and annoying task can be easily manipulated by some orchestration tool, and our company has created, as part of more complex solution, has created a workflow that allows you to scan your data stores and register all offline virtual machines from the data store to the vSphere environment. And we have published this workflow in FlowGrab.com service, where you can download it for free. So if you are interested, take a look there. The second solution that is available also in FlowGrab.com is a bit more complex solution. We call it Virtual Machine Migration Manager, or VMMM, which is basically very simple, fully vCO-based or VRO-based site failover tool for vSphere virtual machines. This set of workflows manipulates from end to end the full site failover, manipulating vSphere data stores, vSphere clusters, virtual machines, and it manipulates EMC mirror view based storage replications. So if there is storage replication between your sites, and then you can use this tool out of the box. It we sometimes call internally it as the mini SRM. So it uses very simple or similar approach to the VMware SRM product. And this tool is also published in flowgrab.com for free. So if you are interested, take a look. Or one of the latest developments that we have done, or what we are actually currently doing around VRO, is VMware Horizon View desktop patching solution based on vCO. So we had a customer who is using VMware Horizon View for software packaging and testing as software packaging and testing environments. And they have tens of linked clone desktop pools there, and they are struggling with keeping those desktops up to date. They need, from time to time, they need to install Windows patches and application patches there. And we are currently developing a solution which automates that tasks, allowing them to specify collections, logical collections of pools, and manipulate master images and patch those master images automatically, and handle schedule-based recomposings of those view desktops. Another automation that we have done around VMware Horizon View is VMware Horizon View site failover. So currently there is no good out-of-the-box site failover solution for Horizon View. Horizon View 6 handles quite well already linked clone failover between sites if you use cloud pod architecture solution. But if you are using persistent desktops, it's quite complex to do the site failover. And our company has developed for one customer site failover automation tool for VMware View, which allows to switch manual desktops and also full clone persistent desktops between sites. So again, it's quite similar to VMware SRM, but along with desktop and storage manipulation, it also manipulates view configuration, so it adds desktop back to view pools in recovery site. I have also architecture slide here demonstrating how VRO or vCO can manipulate multiple components. So this solution is multi-site solution, manipulating vSphere environments in each site, manipulating view ports in each site, also manipulating storage array, and handling communication between sites. So there is local VRO instance in each site, manipulating local components, and those VRO instances are communicating to each other, allowing to do site failover. And it's purely VRO based, so no other software components needed to handle that job. It shows how powerful the VRO actually is. Also, we have created one solution for education and training centers, which allows to provision sandboxes for training classes out of the set of templates. So, for example, if you are running, I don't know, VMware training, and you want to provision lab environment for all your students, then this tool allows basically to deploy lab sets of each student. As it required a bit more complex user interface, this application is actually a multi-tiered application. It has a Java-based web application in front, and vRealize Orchestrator is in the back end manipulating vSphere environments. So as you can see, we have done quite many of different projects and solutions based purely on vRealize, and during the last 2-3 years, we also have some lessons learned around vRealize development. So first of all, I have heard that lots of people are afraid of vRealize because they think that they're required to be a Java developer, but there is a little small difference. Actually, the vRealize is not using Java; it's using JavaScript, which is much easier language than Java. It handles a lot. It handles things a lot easier. So actually, you don't have to be a developer to manipulate vRealize workflows. Of course, development skills are beneficial. If you understand the development, it's very good. But you don't need to be a full Java enterprise developer to be able to manipulate vRealize. Another lesson learned is that use as much as possible different plugins provided by VMware or other vendors. Plugins make your life much easier. You don't need to invent the wheel each time yourself. Sometimes vendors have done it already for you. Take a look to VMware Solution Exchange website, where VMware publishes various plugins from themselves and also from third-party vendors. And take a look there, and you might find something usable for you. Another lesson learned is that if you have multiple developers, then your developer's life would be much easier if you allow them to use their personal own vRealize instance. So the best practice for multi-user team vRealize development is that each developer has its own vRealize instance to do the development, and then use some external or central vRealize instance to merge those workflows together into the bigger projects if needed. Because in vRealize, if multiple users are using the same vRealize, it's quite easy to overwrite each other's work and mess up with other people's creations there. Also, it is always good to keep in mind that you don't need to do everything from vRealize. For example, user interfaces. vRealize has quite ascetic user interface available for your workflows. If you require more sophisticated user-facing interface, then develop your user interface outside of the vRealize and integrate it to the vRealize through the vRealize REST API. So you can call workflows externally over the API, and you don't have to do everything from vRealize client. Another good point is that if you start to do some development, Google first. Lots of other people are doing developments around vCO or vRealize, and there are lots of workflows and packages available around the internet. So Google first, maybe somebody has done something similar already and sharing their workflows with community, what can make your life much easier. And last lesson that I have wanted to point out is that so far it was quite hard to adopt common development practices in vRealize development process, because there was no code repository, there was no proper tools to put vRealize content into versionable way to the repositories. But that has changed now. That was before the FlowGrab. Now we have FlowGrab, which handles this for you and provides functionality. So, what is the FlowGrab? FlowGrab is, first of all, the versionable code repository and collaboration tool for vRealize Orchestrator developers. It basically takes your vRealize packages, which are in binary format, binary archives. It takes those vRealize packages and extracts them into a versionable source code. It converts those packages into XML-based source code files and stores them in backend Git repository, allowing you to leverage different developer-friendly functions like merging and version comparison and so on. FlowGrab is community space. It is a place where people can share their workflows with others. They can work together to develop solutions, and they can just publish their work there. And vRealize users who are interested in having some useful content to their vRealize can search through that community space and download workflows, useful workflows, for free. It also provides subscription-based functionalities for developers. For example, it allows to create private projects there. Subscribe users who have subscriptions can create private projects, meaning that private project is hidden from public. Private project is visible only for team members. So you can manually set who sees your work. By default, all the projects that people create there are public and accessible for community for free. FlowGrab also has the Enterprise Edition, which is in form of VMware Virtual Appliance, and it's meant for those companies who are dealing with VMware vRealize development internally and who don't want to store their intellectual property into public service. So they can have their own local in-premise instance of FlowGrab running. The basic features that FlowGrab provides. First of all, it's a code repository. It stores vCO content or vRealize content in source code format. It also provides vRealize plugin. This plugin allows you to access FlowGrab repository directly from vRealize client. So you can launch plugin workflow directly from vRealize client, connect to FlowGrab service, search through the content in FlowGrab, and download projects directly to your vRealize instance. And it allows to do the import, download, and import in one single step, so you don't need to do the import manually anymore. So now I would like to demonstrate to you quickly what is the FlowGrab.com and how does it look like. So as I described already, the FlowGrab has two major focus audiences. The first is free public service for vRealize community. It is a space where people can share their workflows and collaborate with others. FlowGrab is free. Those people who want to collaborate to each other can register themselves there for free, but the content is available for everybody anonymously. You don't need to register to get access to FlowGrab content. And the service is available from very simple URL. Go to the FlowGrab.com and you can find it there. And I wanted to just very quickly demonstrate how to explore the content, what is available there, and how to get access to that content. So on the startup page, there are some highlighted categories already available to make your life easier, but you can also use the Explore tab, which allows you to browse through the the FlowGrab content. We have provided some categories there to a little bit distinguish different workflows from each other. If you don't know the particular category that you are interested in, you can always use a search. But for the simplest browsing, those categories are useful. And if you are interested in some categories, you can click on them. As for example, server virtualization is the most popular category here. So it has lots of projects already available, provided by multiple people, and some of those projects available here were actually that I described in the beginning of our presentation. For example, this virtual machine migration manager or site failover tool is available here. So you can find it here. You can view the content of the project. It provides description. It provides also a useful manual how to use this product. And you can download it here. Download provides you usable vCO package. I will not continue here, but you can download the full vCO package and use vCO client or vRealize client to import this package to your vRealize. So lots of good stuff is available there. We have also highlighted the latest uploads here. So as you can see already even today, there were a few new projects uploaded and lots of content, various content available. Also, you can take a look which are the most popular projects there. Popularity is calculated based on number of downloads currently, and then you can see the list of most popular projects. And As I mentioned, FlowGrab also provides plugin for vRealize. You can go to the plugin subpage and download plugin from here and install it to your vRealize and start using FlowGrab content directly from your vRealize. So very easy to use free public service is available. So back to the presentation. Another key focus that FlowGrab provides is developer community. As I mentioned, it is versionable source code repository for vRealize content, meaning that developers can store their vRealize workflows there in source code format. For developers, it allows to create also private projects. This is subscription-based feature, which hides your project from the public and makes it visible only to team members. So, for example, during the development phase, you can keep your project private, and if you are done and want to share it with rest of the world, you can make it public. For the developers, it allows to adopt common development practices. It allows to have user branches. Each developer has its own branch, and they can commit their changes to their own branch, and then they can push their branch content to master branch and merge it together with other developers' branches. And of course, when multiple developers are committing and pushing their work there, then conflicts occur because sometimes people can change the same content in multiple vRealize instances. Then FlowGrab provides you the item level conflict handling mechanism, allowing to merge those changes together correctly. So commit, push, merge. Each user has its own branch, and there is master branch. Users are committing their daily works to their own branch, and if they see that their changes are ready to share with other developers, they can push changes to master branch, and during the push they can merge changes with other people changes and do the conflict handling. Currently, this commit and push must be initiated from the web service, but in few weeks there will be update for the vRealize plugin, which allows you also to initiate commit push directly from vRealize client. The currently plugin allows you to do the download and import of packages from repository to your vRealize, but in few weeks we are in final phase of the development of that plugin. So literally in few weeks there will be new plugin version available, which allows to do the commit and push also directly from vRealize client. And when conflicts occur, then the conflict resolution can be handled through the web browser. So vRealize client will direct you to the project web page, and you can use web browser to handle conflicts during the merge. And now I would like to demonstrate how those developer functionalities work in FlowGrab. So first I will switch from the public service to my demo environment. So I have enterprise appliance available for my demo, and I have created one project here in my private FlowGrab appliance, and this project is called Live Demo, and I have 2 developers working with that project. I have developer A and developer B, and I am currently logged into the enterprise appliance as user B. So in the right upper corner, you can see my current username, and I'm trying to do some changes in my project and commit and push those changes into the existing project and merge those changes together with user A work. In the project versions page, by default, I can see the master branch in the graph here and my own user branch, and it shows me that user B or me has pulled one has done one pull from master branch into my own user branch, and I have done one commit into my own branch so far, and the commit message shows that user B has changed one configuration item in the project. I can also see that there is user A, so I can also select user A branch to see what user A has done so far, and I can see that user A has also pulled initial version out from the master branch, and user A has done 2 commits, and user A has done 1 push back to the master branch. So the first commit, user A has changed the scriptable task in workflow, and with second commit, user A has changed the configuration item in workflow, and then user A has pushed his changes back to the master branch. And as user A has changed the configuration item, and I, as user B, has changed the same configuration item, it means that now if I try to make or push my changes to the repository, most probably there will be a conflict raised. But let's see, let's do a few changes first and see what happens there. So I will open my vRealize client, and the workflow that belongs to that project is very simple. It contains 2 steps. It has scriptable task and it has user interaction task, and scriptable task is very simple. It basically initiates 2 variables. It takes variable 1 from configuration item, that configuration item that user A has changed, and the second variable is initialized here directly in the script. So variable 1 is taken from configuration item. Variable 2 has initial string here specified in scriptable task. And if I execute that workflow, it basically opens the user interaction component, this component here, which displays me those 2 variables into a screen. So the first message is from variable from scriptable task, and second message is taken from configuration element. And as you can see, my current state, I am user B, in this project. My current state is that the scriptable task generates the initial value, and message from the configuration item contains currently changes by user B or changes by me. I will do additional change here in this workflow. I will switch to configuration item view, and I will edit this configuration item that provides me this second or first variable. So it contains variable 1 and its string value as value that user B has changed the configuration item. And let's just add time here. So my local time is 21:14. So I will save my changes to configuration item. And now if I re-execute the workflow, it shows me that the one variable is still taken from scriptable task. It has initial string, and my recent changes are displayed here. So now I'm very happy. I want to commit my changes to repository. So for that, I need to manipulate packages. I have package already created. I rebuild it to have latest changes there. And now I need to do the export. I need to do the export because the current version of the plugin doesn't allow me to do the commit and push yet, but next release already allows me to do it directly from the VRO client. So I will do the manual export to my local computer file system. So I have folder here which contains that package now. And I can switch to the browser and I can commit my changes to my project. I will add commit message that change config item time added, and I will select my package that I just exported from VRO, and I will do the commit. My user branch went into the processing mode, and in a few seconds it should show me success. Yes, so my repository accepted my package, and package content is stored into Git repository in source code format. And if I click to the graph again, I can see that now I have already 2 commits in my user branch. And if I select also user A here, I can see the full picture. So now I have, as user B, I have done a couple of changes, and now I'm very satisfied and want to push those changes back to the master branch. And as you remember that user A changed the configuration item, and I have changed the configuration item already twice, it should end up with conflict. So let's see. I click here push. The push shows that in my user branch there are 2 commits available, and I will do the push, and my commits are pushed to the master branch. And if I do the refresh, expectedly my changes generated conflict, meaning that there is something conflicting with existing state in master branch. And I can do the conflict handling. I click here, resolve conflict, and the new interface provides me the list of changes. By default, all the updates are selected from my user branch, and I can also see which content is available, which items are available in master branch. And I know that I didn't change anything in scriptable task. So I actually don't want to overwrite the scriptable task from my branch, because from the history I saw that user A actually changed the scriptable task. So I will select that I will keep the scriptable task item from master branch, and I will only overwrite the config item element in master branch with my recent changes. Now I have selected how to handle the conflict, and I have two options: either to just resolve the conflict or do the resolve and push. The difference is that if I do the conflict resolve, this is done in my user branch only. So the content from the master branch is taken and merged into my user branch, and it's not pushed automatically back to the master branch. So it is very useful feature when you are doing more complex development tasks. So it allows me to do the download again. I can download the merged version from my user branch into my VRO and verify whether everything works okay or not before I actually do the push. Because push overwrites the content of master branch. But I'm very proud developer, and I know that everything should work. So I will skip that checking part, and I will do the resolve and push, meaning that I will merge together my branch with master branch, and I will push changes back to the master branch. And it was success. And now if I click to see the all versions, graph shows me that I did additional pull from master branch into my user branch, merged those two versions together, and then pushed it back to the master branch. And the whole project state is visible in full graph. So currently the master branch state contains my changes merged together with user A changes, meaning that I was overwriting the config item, so the scriptable task should be now available from the user A branch or previously from the master branch, and configuration item content should contain my changes. So now that I have done the merging, I should download the merged version into my VRO. I can do it from here. I can click the download button, but I have plugin. So I will switch back to my VRO and use FlowGrab plugin to handle this. So I have plugin installed, and plugin contains also some workflows. One of them is import wizard. So I can click my import wizard, which opens the graphical user interface, allows me to select FlowGrab repository. I could have multiple repositories defined, for example, public repository, flowgrab.com, and my private enterprise repository. Here I have only one defined, so I can continue. The search filter, I can specify content search. I know that my project contains name live, so I can do the quick search. It found the project live demo and shows me available versions existing in that project. And those versions are here listed in by date and time. So the most recent change is the first one. So as you remember, I did the push to the master branch. So the latest push in master branch is master build 3, and my VRO is also showing that from the master, the latest is master build 3. So that's the correct version. And yes, I want to do the import. Submit. Additional confirmation. So I'm prompted for that. Yes, I want to import version master build 3 from master branch of the project live demo from the FlowGrab repository called FlowGrab demo. And yes, let's start the import process. And basically now my plugin communicates with the FlowGrab instance, downloaded and imported changes to my VRO. And import was success. Do I want to do another download? I click no. So that was it. I don't want to download anything else. And now if I execute my project, I should see the merged version. I should see changes from user A and also changes from user B. So let's take a look. So if I execute my project, I can see that indeed there are changes from user A, because previously my scriptable task gave the value to the variable which had the initial value, but now it contains the string that user A has changed the scriptable task, and it contains the changes that I recently did. So my latest changes to the configuration item. So I have changes merged together from user A and user B, and downloaded the merged version into my vCO. So that's about blogging. I have a few slides left. So quickly about the roadmap of FlowGrab. So in a few weeks, there will be plugin update available, which allows you to do those commits and pushes directly from VRO using the same workflow that I just demonstrated. Currently, it allows to do the download only, but it will, in a few weeks, allow you to do uploads as well. In Q1 this year, there will be also available for the enterprises integration with Active Directory. So public edition has built-in user management, but most probably the enterprises don't want to have separate user management. So there will be integration with Active Directory. There will be more granular role-based access control available. So within the project, project administrator can give different permissions to different developers. There will be audit logging functionality that allows you to track who has changed what and when. There will be new functionality in web interface, which allows you to do the content inspection. So before you go to the public service and download the project there and import it into your VRO, you can do the content inspection in web browser. You can open the VRO package in your web browser and see which workflows, which actions, which configuration items are part of that workflow, and whether the workflow actually does what the developer has promised. So you can verify it before you actually import it. And there will be also version comparison functionality available. So if a project contains multiple versions, you can see the differences between those versions and compare them in web browser. And for rest of the 2015, we have some additional functionalities in long-term roadmap, but I will not show them here because they might change based on the user feedback that we are very actively collecting. So shortly about FlowGrab Enterprise. So it has unique value proposition. It's really the industry's first solution which allows VRO developers also adopt common development practices in their development process. So, for example, Java or .NET developers have used to do the commits, push, pulls, and merges in code repositories, but these functionalities were so far not available for VRO developers, but not anymore. So there is FlowGrab for Enterprise that allows VRO development companies to adopt the same processes. So basically that concludes my presentation. Thank you for your interest, and I think we have a few minutes for questions if we have any.
Thank you
and
very
take
much.
a look to the flowgrab.com. It's the home of VRO workflows.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Kaido. At the moment, I'm not aware that we've got any questions. Nothing's come in so far. You've obviously done a good job. Actually, I did have one quick question that occurred to me. Some of the packages that I've put together in the work that I've been doing contain, shall we say, other elements, things like images and things like that that are being packaged up. Does does FlowGrab cater for and work with those sorts of object types being included in packages?
Yes, basically everything that contains within vCO or VRO package is extracted and stored into the Git repository. Of course, if there is the image as a resource, image is not versioned, it's stored into the repository as binary file, but everything within the package goes to the repository, and if you download it again, it contains everything that you were storing in.
Okay. Yep. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. I think that was the only question I had. I haven't seen any others come in at the moment. Let me just check. No. So I'll just say thank you very much indeed. It's very interesting. I've started to put some, very slowly, started to put together some packages to upload. A lot of the work I've been doing has got some customer specific stuff in, so I kind of have to strip all that out first, which takes a little while. But it's certainly a very useful repository for storing these things in, basically. Short of exporting to packages and sticking them in Dropbox, then it's a much better solution than that, definitely. So yeah, I think thank you very much indeed, and hopefully we'll have you back again sometime later in the year, maybe when you've got the the commit working and things like that.
Yeah, thank you very much, and